Yes student, welcome to your mathematics class. Today we are just going to start our exercise 5.2, that is the properties of a complex number. Okay, what is your first property? If a complex number z equal to 0, that means there a is equal to 0 and b equal to 0. How you will prove it? If a plus iota b is equal to 0, then taking imaginary part on the right hand side, squaring both sides, what you will have, a square is equal to minus iota square into b square, and the value of minus square, that is plus, iota square is negative, minus 1 into b square. Okay, so a square is equal to minus b square. On taking on one side, you will observe that here the sum of the square of two number is equal to 0 only when the both number are equal or equal to 0. Okay, so if not equal, they are both are equal to 0. That's why this property hold. If a complex number is equal to 0, then their real part must be equal to 0 and their imaginary part must be equal to 0. Come to the second property. If z1 equal to 0, z2, if the two complex number are equal, then their real part will be equal to real part and imaginary part will be equal to imaginary part. How you will prove it? Suppose your complex number is a plus iota b, and in that case c plus iota d is there. Then collect the real part on one side and the imaginary part on the other side, taking iota common. Then you have d minus b. Okay, again squaring both sides. As you proceed in the first property, in the same way you have to perform on the second property also. A minus c whole square on one side, and the second side you have the iota square and d minus b whole square. And what is the value of iota square? That is minus 1 minus iota d minus b whole square, and here a minus c whole square. Taking on one side, you will have a minus c whole square plus g minus c d minus b whole square is equal to 0. As you know that this is also in the form of the sum of the square of two number is equal to 0 only and only if first number is equal to 0 and the second number is also equal to 0. So you will have a is equal to c and d is equal to b. This is the real part of the first complex number. This is the real part of second complex number. It means real part will be equal to the real part and imaginary part will be equal to imaginary part. What is the third property? Now I am just going to discuss about the third property. What is the third one? In the third property, there is the sum and the addition, or we can say the sum of two complex number is also a complex number. You can prove it by taking any complex number. I am taking z1 is equal to a plus iota b and z2 is equal to c plus iota d. How you will add them? You will add real part in real part, that is a plus c, in imaginary part. Like you are adding the x term in the x square term in the x square in the same term. They are the like terms, so you have to add the like terms. They are not iota, so I am adding these terms. These terms carrying iota, so I am adding parallelly. Okay, so that is also a real number. This is an imaginary number. So the addition of two complex number is also converted in the form of a complex number. In the same way, you can show the subtraction also, where the first complex number is a plus iota b and the second complex number is c plus iota d. Change the symbol, minus c minus iota d. As I have told you, addition of and subtraction of the real number will be there and the imaginary number will be on the other side. So this is a real part, that is written as the real number a, and this is the imaginary part a plus iota b. So the difference of two complex number is also a complex number. Now come to the third property, the property of addition. That are the properties of addition in complex number. Okay, over the complex number. First property is the closure property, in which you are seeing that if you are taking two complex numbers, their addition is also a complex number. Z1 and Z2, you are taking any two complex numbers, so their addition is also a complex number. You have done it previously in the third property, where we have shown that the addition of two complex number is also in the form of a complex number. So the closure property hold in the case of addition of complex number. Come to the second property, that is the commutative property. In commutative property, what you will take? Here the Z1 plus Z2 is equal to Z2 plus Z1. There is no difference when we change the places of Z1 and Z2, they remain same. So the closure property also hold. You can take any example or in the case of Z1 or Z2. Okay. Third is associative property. In case of associative property, we have to take the three complex number, that is Z1, Z2 and Z3. Here you take the addition of 3. Firstly you add the Z1 plus Z2, then the result you get, then add the Z3 there. Okay, in the same way Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3. You can check by taking any example of Z1, Z2 and Z3. Fourth property is the additive identity. What is the additive identity is there? What we should add in a number so that you get the answer the same number. In the same way, what should you add in the complex number so that you get the same answer? That is 0. Okay, 0 is the additive identity, but as we know that a complex number should be added in a complex number, so you can write 0 as the 0 plus 0 iota, that is also a complex number. Okay, so the 0 is the additive identity of Z. Okay, come to the next property, that is additive inverse. What is the additive inverse? Additive inverse of Z. How you will find? What should I add in Z so that you get the additive identity? What is our additive identity? That is 0. आप Z में क्या ऐड करें कि आपको 0 गेन हो? सेम जैसे 2 में क्या ऐड करें कि आपको 0 मिले? That is -2. In the same way Z में क्या ऐड करें कि आपको 0 मिले? That you can get the additive identity, that is -Z. Okay, so -Z is the additive inverse actually of the Z. Suppose if I am taking the additive inverse of 3 minus 5 iota, that is, change the symbol, that is minus 5 iota. Okay, that your answer will be 3 plus 5 iota. This will be your answer, or in the case of the additive inverse. Okay, these are the whole property that is related to the addition of the complex number. Today we have done about the properties of addition of a complex number. Thank you.